world's favorite cookie.
Oreos.
Yep. Everybody loves them. They're Oreos.
My mom doesn't.
Blasphemy.
She don't like Oreos at all. Yeah, she steals some from me anyway.
Hey, let's make a wall now.
Everyone make a roll.
Let's build a wall.
Oh, build a wall. Who are we gonna keep out?
Those dirty, nasty guards.
The what?
Guards who try to take over my town.
Let's build a wall against the guards. We'll keep all the guards out so that our magic use can be unlimited and monitored by no one. The king will never shut us down. Boop.
I just had an idea. Ricky, let's slowly start to take over the country.
We need to take over Blankenfeld first.
Yes, we need to take over Blankenfeld, even if we have to build the wall with our bare hands.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I could definitely do that, since I do know my way around stone.
That is true. You guys ready?
I need to get my roller up, but yeah, I'm basically ready.
Okay, then we are gonna go ahead and start. Welcome back to Critically Stupid, everyone. In this adventure, my brain just quit again. I'm not good with intros. I had something going and then I completely forgot. Oh well.
Yep, that's how it goes.
I am your DM for today, 8 Towers, and your players for this episode are Darkspark Gaming playing Chansey.
What's up?
And I'm gonna try to pronounce this right. Ritiumstreams.
Jesus Christ, it's Ritium!
Ritium. Okay, Ritiumstreams playing Kasic, Thunderhead, who we have now outfitted properly. Before we begin, Spark, you want to make an adjustment to your character, right?
Yeah, basically I'm switching the pack I have for reasons we desperately need someone who has healing spells, and the one I'm taking is the Celestial Guardian, which gives me Healing Light, which it's 1 plus what level my walk is, and I'm also be able to get Cure Wounds when I level up again.
Yes. So that is what we're going to be doing. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that we really need to take care of beforehand. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This episode starts within the... Okay, hopefully my brain stopping because I have to get through a lot of plot. I don't want this to keep going. You guys are sound asleep in the Ugly Puppy. It's just a continuation of the last night. And right quick, while you are sleeping, Chansey, go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw to see how everything works for you. Or just a wisdom check, not a wisdom saving throw.
18.
That passes. Okay, you are having a dream, and in your dream, you can see a man sitting at an arcane desk. This man, you are standing behind him, so you can't make out any facial features, but he's dressed in a long white robe with flames on it. You can see that the hair on the side and back is shaved. His hair goes all the way down to mid-back, but since he's sitting down, it looks like it goes a little bit lower, but if he were standing, it's about mid-back, just off to the side. He's doing some sort of research. You can't quite tell what it is. He's kind of like guarding it with his body, and you can't walk around to look at it. And off in the corner, you see, walking towards you, a familiar entity. It's standing on 2 legs. It has golden fur. And is a awakened corgi. And he just brings the man some tea. And helps out with a little bit of research. There's like little glowing embers floating around, creating a very pleasant light. And before you can wrap your brain around anything that's going on, Kasic, you don't know what's going on. This is just Chansey's dream.
I know, but I'm reacting
The
to what
waking
I'm
Corgi?
hearing right now.
Yeah. You know this, Corgi. This is Daily Puppy. With just some man. You don't know what's going on, but you can see him doing. You can see this might have been the man who awakened him. You're not quite sure. But before you even have time to think about what's going on and put everything together, you are suddenly snapped awake. But you do not find yourself in your room at the Ugly Puppy. Instead, you find yourself in a very uncomfortable, unfamiliar land. You look out, and you just see space all around you. There's some stars off in the distance. You look underneath your feet, and you can see that that's just your solar system underneath you. And as you look in front of you, you are greeted by a den. And the den's going to introduce himself. I am Mordain, the Great Den. Young human, I fear what is to come in your future if you continue on like this. All your dimension hopping, taking prisoners from other lands, killing all the king's guardsmen. I sense a powerful magic. You still took him against his will to a different dimension that's similar to a prisoner.
Put him back.
But he's still in your land.
That's an easy fix, though. It's simple. Take him back.
You better be doing it soon, because I can sense a powerful magic taking over your land. You must be warned about this. I'm going to give you this. And he just hands you a golden card. There's nothing wrote on it. There's no images. It's just a small golden card. You may need this in your future. I'm not going to tell you what it does, but just keep it on you just in case. And then he snaps you back into your room before you get to ask him any other questions. And now that that's happened, Kasic, I want you to do the same thing.
Wisdom saving throw? Well,
Yep.
not wisdom saving, but
Just a wisdom check. See how wise you are.
With my +1 proficiency, that would be a 7.
You are not very wise.
No, I am not.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give it a summarized version of this. You find yourself in a castle. You don't recognize this castle. It's a castle you've never seen. I don't know how many castles you've seen being dwarf, but you know, or whatever you are. But man, my brain is blanking whenever I'm trying to commentate stuff that I don't have wrote down. Why? But upon the throne of this king, or of the castle, it is a very lush, lavish throne, and on it sits a man. You can see that he has a very chiseled face. His eyes, you're not sure what color they used to be, but they are now crimson red. And he has long flowing hair, shaved on the sides. His hair reaches all the way down to the floor. And there is a red streak going from about the middle of his forehead all the way down his hair. On his sides, you can see that he holds 2 magical rods. Go ahead and make a... You don't have Arcana, so just make a straight... But no, you already made a wisdom check. So, you don't really know anything about rods. You just know that they are magical rods, but beyond that, you know nothing about them. You don't get to see enough detail to know anything about them. And in front of him sits a drow. Do you know what a drow is?
Like an elf or
a dark elf, to be exact.
Dark elf. Okay.
Yeah. You can't make out the words that they're saying or anything, but they are having some sort of conversation. He's not looking too happy about it. He's sitting there just really hard in thought. And then he just kind of gives her a look. You can't make out any of the words that they're saying. And she pulls out a large chunk of adamantite and just takes her finger and taps it. and you see this
Okay.
block of adamantite start to morph a little bit. It starts to smooth out and grow and smooth out, and it starts to form a body, and it gets bigger and bigger. It's about 5 feet, 10 feet, 30 feet. It's starting to fill up the entire room, and then she snaps. The king looks out the window of his castle, and outside is just a stunning 50-foot tall adamantite golem. And that is where your dream ends. Because you
Okay.
got such a low roll. You don't know what happens after this. You guys have a little bit of time before we continue on with anything else. Would you like to reconvene, or what would you like to do?
I'll go to Kasic. I believe his name is like.
Yes. Do
Yeah.
you go to him in the room, or do you just meet up at a table?
Yeah, I go to his room.
Okay.
Kasic, have you had a
I didn't even hear you. You cut out.
Kasic, have you had any strange dreams lately?
I had a dream. I don't know if it was strange or not.
Mind
Seeing
telling me it?
seeing this girl touch girl elf thing. Maybe it was a man, I don't know. Touch adamantite, and then apparently it turned into a golem. Trying to make me
That's
hungry for fried chicken.
What?
Exactly.
Okay. Is the card physically on me?
Yes, the card is physically on you.
Well, I pull out the card. I got this from otherworldly being, I'm guessing.
A den.
Is it a
Do
gift
you,
card to Denny's?
do you know what a den is?
I
Yeah.
believe so.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Dens are kind of like genie-esque, aren't they?
Yeah, they're large genies. Think like Aladdin, but bigger. Aladdin.
Yeah.
Den. But they're a lot more powerful. They have just insane amounts of power.
A den is also it can categorize as otherworldly since they have
Yeah.
the power to do it.
Yep.
And me as a person, I know what a den is, but Chauncey has never run into one, so I don't.
Oh.
For his understanding, it would be an otherworldly being.
Yeah.
I'm playing as the character
Okay.
there.
I was just making sure you knew what a den was. That wasn't just throwing out
I
a
do.
word. Okay. Just making sure.
I do.
I do.
But
We do, but the characters don't.
Okay. Just making sure.
But
Continue.
trying to get that.
Continue.
an otherworldly being gave it. He warned me things that might come. We must get the person we brought here back to his dimension. Then we go off from there.
Alright, whatever you say. Going along for the ride.
I go to the guy we bought.
Okay. So you guys exit your room, and as you walk out the room and you start heading towards the main area of the Ugly Puppy, you can see there's a large commotion going on. You can't quite tell what's going on.
Jeez.
It's early in the morning, but you can see Ugly Puppy, Robert, Little Hammer, Steve's there. Who cares about Steve? But he's there. Everyone in the town is just kind of here. They look like they're celebrating. And there's 2 guardsmen that you've never seen before in just lavish armor. These are the new guard captains that are here to take control of your land. But instead of before, where everyone was just like, we don't want them, they immediately seem to have embraced them. And they seem to be kind of partying with them. Do you go interact
I want
with
to
them?
pull up my hood
You pull up your hood?
and go up to Ugly Puppy and like, who are they?
Oh,
I want to follow him while drinking one of my mystery wines.
Oh, today is great day of celebration. We have these 2 men used to live in this village, and they went off to join the guardsmen to become great heroes, and they have returned to protect our village. It is great day for celebration. Do you want me to introduce you?
Yeah,
Don't introduce me, but don't tell them of our deeds. Done.
Oh, you don't have to
Don't
worry
want a
about.
competition
You
yet.
don't have to worry about that. They are already aware. They work for the king whose men you have slaughtered. They are aware of what you have done.
And how do they feel about it?
They feel that the men you have killed are great douchebags, so they do not care.
Might as well
Okay.
introduce us.
One of them even renamed the town that they used to live in. You want to be introduced?
Might as well. We need to get to know them since we're gonna be here.
Okay. And Ugly Puppy walks you over there, and Robert, seeing you guys, is just like, I'm gonna take a. Oh, bleh. Why am I so bad today? Forgetting his voice. Ah, Chansey. Forgetting your name. Kasic. Chansey, Kasic.
Yeah.
Come meet our new Godsman friends. This is, and he gestures to one of them, Ted Ultrablade. And he just kind of gives you like a salute, and you look and you see his sword is very massive, and on the side of the scabbard, I have the word in front of me but I keep forgetting it, you can see that the scabbard even is made out of pure adamantite. This is a very rich, well-to-do guardsman. It is absolutely stunning and beautiful. And to his next, we also have Shifty Jim. They were once a part of my orphanage, some of the first that I ever took in, probably about 8-10 years ago, and now they have come. Since you've killed so many guardsmen in the past, they've taken up place, and now we finally have some gods that we can have do good work around here for us. And they both just kind of
They're
gesture
not
to
like
you.
the other ones.
Finally about time.
Yeah. Ted just walks up. Nah, we ain't like those other ones. We're not gonna give you crap. As long as you don't go around causing us any trouble, we won't give you any trouble. Isn't that right, Shifty?
Yeah, that's right. We're gonna stay here and we're just gonna keep making sure that nothing goes wrong. We're just here to control the law. So you don't try to kill us, we won't try to kill you. You don't try to kill anyone, we won't attack you.
I'm fine with that.
Yep.
I got no problems.
And
As
then,
long as these guys aren't worried about you guys, then I'm fine.
yeah. And Little Hammer just kind of looks and he's just like, now, Kasic, I want you to remember the fact that Ted here is the greatest swordsman to ever walk this land. If you need a swordsman to help you out, Ted is your man. He is the most powerful sword wielder. And Ted just kind of looks. It's true. I am the most powerful swordsman. I am graduated top of the Royal Army, and that's why I'm here today. It's like we needed some muscle, and I got that muscle. That's for sure. And they just kind of like. They all just kind of cheers and drink to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I drank to that, finishing that last mystery bottle of wine.
Yep.
I
Everyone,
clearly stole from the church.
make a perception check right quick.
Perception check. Got it.
19.
Oh wow, you're perceptive.
Haha. Wow. I am not doing good today. I just rolled another 6.
Nah.
Is this gonna be the downfall of Kazak's good luck?
Probably.
Okay. So, Kazak is blissfully ignorant, just like staring at Ted's sword, just being like, this sword is so beautiful. I've never seen such a beautiful sword as this. But Robert and Chansey, you both notice that there's a small commotion going outside. Would you like to go investigate what's going on?
I rush outside.
Okay. You can see there's some people in the village gathering around as there is a man pulled up in a horse buggy thing. Words escape me. I hope this passes. Yeah. But he is setting up what looks to be like a little portable stage. You don't know what exactly is going on. This man is in just colorful Joker wear. He looks like a total joke, and he doesn't look fond of it at all. He sets up his boxes. There's two just generic guards standing around him, and he gets up on the boxes and just kind of like holds his hand around his mouth. It's just like, I don't even get a horn. Do 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 do. I don't know the thing. Hear ye, hear ye. The king in all of his wonderful glory has deemed that from now on, all magic is forbidden in all towns. The Royal Council has been put in place to guarantee that all magic users shall henceforth be prohibited unless given proper permission to cast within town borders. That is all. Oh, wait. And he pulls out a scroll. There are some people allowed to do this. Come receive your wizarding rings of bureaucracy. Ted Ultrablade. And Ted walks up and receives the ring. I'm going to bind this to you. And he just waves his hand over it. It looks like it doesn't really do anything, but the ring gets stuck to him. Shifty Jim. Same thing happens, puts a ring on him. And finally, Robert, the town cleric. And Robert goes up, reluctantly taking upon the ring. These rings will give you the power to request magical use. You can use it however many times if it is worthy of using magic. That is all my notes say. Where's the bar? And then he just kind of hobbles off, just looking super disgruntled, not wanting to do it, and walks into the ugly puppy.
Is Kasic next to me?
Yes, you all ran out.
Kasic, I would not listen to this law. I do my magic as I please.
Well, that's your talent. You do what you want with it.
Okay.
As mine is chopping people in half.
Fortunately, I don't want to try to fight the two new guards, as everybody is happy with them.
Yeah.
We do need to return the guy to his dimension.
Yeah. You can.
I mean,
yeah, you can.
We
see
could
Shifty
easily
Jim,
just
Robert,
step
and Homer.
outside of town for a moment, take him back, and then come back if we ever so need to.
Fortunately, that's how we have to do it.
Don't worry. I don't think it's going to take too long.
I go off and find the guy.
Okay.
Steve,
And
I think it was.
what?
I think his name was Steve, right?
No, Steve is the magic shop owner.
Oh, magic. My brain's not even working either.
It's fine. I'm blanking so hard on everything. What was his name? I have it wrote down. Hold on. It is... Okay, yeah. You never learned his name. That's why I'm blanking so hard
No,
on
I
it.
did not.
Nope. Because you guys...
Oh, yeah, we never...
You never learned his name. He just kind of...
That's why I
has
said the
been here.
guy.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just kind of hanging out with the crowd of everyone that was cheering, because he doesn't know what to do. He's in a not unusual land. He's still trying to wrap his head about what's going on. But over by where the crier was just at, Shifty Jim, Robert, Ted, Ultrablade, they're all standing there, and the guy from the other dimension is there. They're all just kind of looking at their rings, just being like, what do these do? It's like, why do we have these things now?
So, person we brought here, are you ready to go back to your place?
Yes. All I want to do is go home. I want to know who survived. I just want to be sure that I have something left in my land. So can you just take me home, please?
I'll have to take you outside the borders because of the stupid law.
Yes, I understand. And like you look out, and you can see that the guards actually have started construction on some walls. It looks like the first wall is going to be surrounding the commercial district where everything is, and then there's going to be some houses, and there's going to be another wall there. It's going to take a little bit of time to build, but they've started working on it. So what do you do now?
Okay, we better go.
Okay. You guys walk out of the town. It takes a little bit. Do you guys have any conversation or just walk out of the town in quiet?
Yeah. I don't like that, Chansey. I don't like the idea of those rings. They could be some type of monitoring device.
I don't like them either. But until I know more about them,
It might not be a bad idea if you asked one of them to see if you could check out the said ring.
might try to get one myself just to see.
Yep. And you guys get out of the town borders. And whenever you do walk out of the town borders, you can see there's a small little amount of fog that surrounds the town, which seems to be the magical protection that they may have infused. You're not quite sure what it is, but it is magical fog nonetheless. And you guys get out of there. And you guys want to just go straight into the box?
Yep, I grab the guy and go straight in the box.
Okay, everyone make a wisdom save.
Oh, this is gonna hurt me.
18.
14.
Okay. You are used to the box enough that neither of you are affected by it, but our buddy here, he may have rolled a natural one. So you all go into the box. No, he doesn't die. But you all go into the box. You're teleported, and this time, instead of being in the ruined downtown, you are in the same town. But this time, instead of it being in ruins, it's a live and sprawling town again. Everything has been rebuilt. There's a statue of this guy, probably in honor of him for being such a whatever he was. You guys don't really know his story because you've never talked to him. But there is a statue of him standing in front of the church that you found him at. It seems like all the shops are back up and running. It's just a little commodity town. You two pop up just like, yeah.
How does he look?
He has completely passed out,
nothing
foaming at the mouth, just like, just having like a little like complete panic attack that's just shut down all non-critical function of his body. He's not even freaking out because he just can't do anything.
We probably should have warned him.
Yeah, that was...
Oh.
That is very tragic thing to just randomly be sucked into a box towards another dimension.
Yeah, it's so tragic, especially when he knew it was coming.
Well, he didn't, though. He didn't know what he was getting himself into. It's the first time he was been awake for interdimensional travel. That's another nat
I will
one.
pick him up.
Okay.
I'll pick him up and take him to the church.
Yeah. As you do this, there is a small child standing at the church, and he sees you carrying the human from this world. And he's just like, did Jesus just be reincarnated into this man? He lives again! And just like starts causing a whole commotion, and the entire church runs out just like, what did you do to him? What's going on? He was gone for 50 years, and now all of a sudden he has been brought back. And they're all just kind of like freaking out. Some of them are partying. Some of them are just terrified. They're all freaking out right now. What do you do in response?
Whoa. It's been 50 years.
And then one of them just like, yeah, it's been 50 years since the demon attack that took over this town and destroyed everything. But it's like this Theseus here, he saved us, the few remainders, and allowed us to be able to survive in the church. And then he was taken by the demon. Where did you find him? How did you save him?
Whoa.
I'm spitty today.
We found him in this church burnt down. We killed the demon that was here.
You killed the demon? These guys are heroes! Wait, how'd you kill the demon? It was so powerful. It's like, what, did God come down and help you? Did Zeus or somebody help you out with this? Who helped you? It's like, there's no way a mere human could do this. What's wrong with you? And he just points to Kasic. Are you okay? Your skin doesn't look so good. It's like, is your son okay there?
I'm a dwarf, thank you.
You're a dwarf?
A dwarf.
Wait. There's dwarfs walking around now? What's going on here? It's like, where are you guys from?
Let's just say a very, very far place.
Yeah.
Now, can we take him inside to get help?
Well, I don't know what taking him inside would do. I mean, we're just a church, but there's a little hospital down the road. It's like we could take care of him. It's like if you got anything to do, we'll handle it from here.
I'll give him to the place. Come on, Kasic. Let's go explore around a little bit.
Okay.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Got nothing else better to do.
I go back to the end we first found the demon.
Yeah. There's people sitting around at tables, just enjoying a nice meal. They're chatting it up. It seems to just be a normal day. There's some cooks off in the kitchen cooking up. You walk in and there's a waiter there. Welcome. What can I get for you today? Would you like to try our pancakes or our sausages? Those are the specials for Sundays.
Okay, so that. Hang on.
How much are they?
It's about... Let's make a roll for this right quick to see. For you guys. 2 berries. 2 berries each.
Wait, berries?
Yeah. 2 berries, you know.
You
the
mean
currency.
as in fruit?
No, I mean like the currency that we've been using for years. The little gold coins with the little circle cap. Where everyone uses berries. We've used that for the past as long as I can remember. Do you guys, are you from another country? Travelers? We don't get many travelers around here very often.
Okay. You were here 50 years ago. I don't remember using berries. Well, hell, I don't even remember this place even surviving. It was burnt to the ground when I was here.
You're 50 years old? You don't look 50 years old, man. It's like you look like you're in your 30s. You look good for your age. But if you were here 50 years ago, that probably means you were here when our town was destroyed by that horrible demon. But we've since repopulated and rebuilt it, and we've never been as strong as we are now.
Yeah, we killed the demon.
You killed the demon? How?
Yeah.
Wait, how? And he takes another look at Kasic. What's wrong with? Is that your son? What's wrong with your son there? It's like his skin's like all like darkened, and that doesn't look healthy. Is he okay?
He's a dwarf.
I'm a dwarf.
Not my son.
He's a
Jesus
dwarf?
Christ.
Isn't that racist to call somebody a dwarf? But I guess it's okay since
He's a
you worked with
literal
him.
dwarf.
A literal.
Yep.
Wait. He's like a living dwarf. Like the fairy tales.
They're not fairy tales where I come from, Buster.
They're common
Okay.
where we come from.
Okay, and he just like kind of looks at you, just like, okay, where you come from, these dwarves are common. Sure. So you don't have any money on you to be able to buy stuff?
I pull a gold coin. Would this suffice?
Hold on 1 second. Let me go ask my manager. And he walks off for a minute. Comes back. He says that for this one time that this will work. This one coin, considering it seems to have a lot more gold on it, we'll give you both a meal for 1 coin each. So, just to be nice, considering you're travelers, you're new to the land. But yeah, what would you like?
Whatever you recommend.
Yeah,
I
Give us your
recommend our
special.
smokehouse sausage with on a nice plate of flapjacks. Coming right up. And he goes off to the back.
I'll sit down.
Okay. What would you like to drink?
Water will suffice.
Water. And for you, Mr.
Water.
Dwarf, water as well. Okay. He comes back, gets some water, brings it to you, and then goes off to make your order up. So you guys have some time to conversate. Conversate.
I'm just kind of scared to use magic on them if they don't even know what a dwarf is.
I know. It's kind of ridiculous to say the least.
I think we should spend some time here and learn some things.
Yeah.
I kind of agree. I can't.
Yeah. You have.
It's kind of infuriating, honestly.
Child here.
A small child walks up to Kasic.
Hey, mister, I'm Sally. What's your name?
Well, hi there, little girl. I'm Kasic.
You sound funny. What's wrong with your skin? Are you okay? Do you need help?
I'm just fine. Don't worry about me.
Okay. How old are you?
Let's see. 27.
You're but why do you look 3?
Chauncey dies in the background.
Kids is just
He's not
dying
even
laughing. And this little child's just saying that he's a kid with him, and like the mom's just like, get back here, Sally. It's not nice to talk to strangers like that. And then she runs off.
Bye, strange small man.
Chauncey falls out of his chair laughing.
Yep, that is what happens.
God damn it!
You say this.
Okay, I'm literally talking to myself right now.
You say this to
Okay.
yourself. You're just like, ah, stupid kids. As the waiter puts your plates down, it's just like, here you go, sausage on flapjack. It's like, is that all for you? Anything else? Everything look good for you?
Fine for now.
Can you direct me to a library of sorts?
Huh. Well, the only thing we got that's close to a library would be the church has a lot of books. You know, some of them being religious, some of them on other religions, some of them on history. You say if you're from here 50 years ago, we even have a book about that demon thing. You should go fact check it. See how much is true. It's like, I'm curious about that too. How did you defeat this demon? It's like, which god
My
helped
hand
you?
crackles with purple energy.
You okay there? You okay? Did Zeus give you powers, or was this somebody else that did
Wait.
this?
Not know about magic?
I mean, gods have magic and some demigods, but I didn't think those were actually real. I mean, the church down there is always talking about that stuff, but I've never seen any proof about it being real. Are you saying you have
Wait,
magic?
So magic's not a common thing here?
From my understanding, magic's not real. Also,
If it
up until
wasn't
this
real,
day, I
why-
thought that dwarf wasn't
why-
real either, but my eyes show me otherwise.
I have a lot to learn about this place.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we have a lot to learn about you, strange people. So, you never did answer my question. Which god gave you these powers? Zeus? He's the only one that I can think of that has
None.
crackle energy. None.
No,
Did
no
you
gods
learn it
have
from a
given me
witch?
My palette.
Hmm.
I'll just say this. I have an otherworldly connection.
So, like a god, but not a god. Okay.
Not a
Exactly.
demon either.
Okay. As long as you
Oh, yeah, I
don't
forgot.
destroy this.
What?
Hmm?
Since I had to change patrons for this, my eye is now has to match his, the patron I chose. So
Mhm.
it's like a black void with like stars in it.
Okay, that's cool. And he just kind of looks to your eye. What's wrong with your eye there? It looks a little interesting.
Oh, that is due to my deal. I have one of my eye looks like one of his.
Okay. I think I gotta go to the church later and do some research on this, but if you need anything else, you just holler for me. My name's Bob, by the way. And Bob just walks off looking just super confused about everything.
Okay.
You okay there? So,
Alright, Rick.
Spock?
This mic is terrible.
You can tell.
Okay. This is the mic.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
It's the mic thing.
Okay. So you guys eat up your food. It's delicious. It's just like a good old mom and pop diner. They make all their food with love. It's all nice and it just warms your insides eating it. It's just some delicious food. It was a good meal. What would you like to do?
I like to go to the church and ask for books.
Okay.
I'll follow.
And they lead you to the library and then there's all kinds of books. And you see in one section it's like Greek religion, Roman, Catholic religious types, Judaism. It's like these all these religions that you've never heard of that just plain don't exist in the world you come from. Which ones would you like to look at?
Wait. This is basically our world, but in D&D.
Yes, this dimension is
Okay.
reality.
Oh god.
Yeah. So, both of you go ahead and make a wisdom save right quick, just to see if you got your characters come across or make this realization.
Quick question. There's cars and everything in there.
Well,
right?
they haven't invented those yet, but they're working on it. Go ahead and make a wisdom check, both of you. See if you're smart enough to put everything together.
16.
Let's just say I'm smart and I'm just as smart as a rock. I got a 3.
Nice. So you're
That makes sense.
Yeah. So you're still trying to figure out what's going on, why people don't recognize you, why people think you're a little bit strange. But Chansey realizes this is a different dimension. This world has different rules than us. They don't believe the same gods that we believe. They have different mythos. Magic isn't real here. There's only humans, probably. And you just like kind of realize all this. Okay.
Okay, Zach. In this dimension, your race doesn't exist.
Well, it kind of seems obvious.
And magic doesn't exist here.
Yeah, that was a given too, but
Mr. Smartass
kind
over
of. Yeah, trying to be.
here. Yep.
Okay, put it this way. There's no dwarven beer here.
Just silence.
Well,
That means there's nothing that we know here, understanding. Our money's different, everything. I thought it would be a little bit similar to our world, but apparently it is not. So from now on, you're a child.
Yeah.
I'm not shaving my beard.
Oh,
You don't
that's right,
have to
do
shave
have
your
a
beard. Just say you have a rare skin condition.
I have a rare, hairy mutation.
Puberty's just a bitch
There
to
we
you.
go.
Yeah. But
Been
then,
lost by the person they call Zeus. Have a beard.
and the library the library itself approaches you. The librarian approaches you and just kind of looks at both of you and just walks off, not wanting to deal with anything. Just like, if they need anything, they'll come to me, right? That's how it's gonna work. So what would you guys like to do within this library? You have a librarian you could talk to, or you could just start looking at books?
I want to make both a perception check and an athletics check for me.
Okay.
Basically, literally climbing up on each bookshelf and looking at all the books as fast as I can. See if I can't find anything interesting.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll walk up to the librarian.
Okay. Kasic, go ahead, make your rolls for me.
Alright, athletics is 15.
Okay, what's your perception?
And then 14 for perception.
Okay. You look around, you see a ladder, you decide that ladder's not useful, and you just jump on the bookshelf and you start climbing around bookshelves. You fall off once, you get back up, you climb back on some more bookshelves, books are falling down. The librarian just gives you like this look of and just doesn't say anything because she's afraid of you.
I'm just going through them like, nope, I'm just throwing it to the wayside like it's garbage.
I want to walk up to the librarian.
Okay. Okay, you walk up to her.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
I'm looking for some books.
Which book would you be interested in?
Some historical books of the town, and a couple of fantasy ones.
Okay. Well, we have one history book. It is about the events that transpired 50 years ago about the demon. And she looks through and she pulls out a book for you.
I want to read through it.
Okay.
Like, I want to see how many stuff that they say happened, because I was there.
Okay. Roll a wisdom check right quick just to see how detailed I'm going to get for this.
19.
Oh, 19.
Oh, crap.
So you open this book, you skim through.
You give me detail.
Well, yeah, you read through it and you see, or you read that on the night of December 14th, year 302, that the family of Odin was just a family of, currently it was 3. The mom was pregnant with her second child. There was the brain stopped crapping on me. It was a mom and dad. The names were lost to time, and the son's name was lost to time because he was too young for many people to remember him. But one day he made a pact with Hades, and Hades transformed him into an absolutely terrible beast that rampaged through the city. And it was Theseus, the priest of the church, who was able to summon forth the power of Zeus to use a divine smiting ability to just completely obliterate this demon. But calling forth the power of Zeus, he was no longer allowed to live with the mortals and was taken up to heaven. And that is the story that they have.
This is completely wrong.
Yeah, it sounds like a bunch of bullcrap to me.
How is it wrong? That's what we have taught our kids for the past 50 years. That's how we've known it. How have you been taught it?
Let me introduce myself. I'm Chauncey. I lived through that.
Yeah, we've killed that thing.
Are you still running around on the bookshelves talking about this, or did you finally come up?
Yeah, I'm like, we killed that damn thing! Just hanging on off the bookshelf looking for good stuff.
She's absolutely terrified of you, but she's just like, but that was over 50 years ago. You don't even look a day over 30. How were you the one to do that? But you also don't know anything about our town.
My hand crackles with purple energy. I have some tricks.
She screams and runs away.
Look at them run!
She runs absolutely terrified to go try to find somebody to help her. Which, she doesn't find anyone. She just is running around the church. And you have terrified the librarian. She is now 90% afraid.
I want to go calm her down.
What?
I want to go calm her down.
Okay. How would you like to do this? Because she is absolutely terrified. Because normally people don't have purple crackling from their hand.
Whatever way, I'll just say I was blessed by a god of this power.
But how do you calm her down enough to listen to you? Do you just straight up hold person her?
Old person.
It works. You can see her heart beating with how terrified she is, and she's trying so hard not to scream.
Look, I'm not here to hurt you. I was blessed by one of the gods to protect this place.
Roll persuasion.
Nat 20.
Oh, wow.
She just looks at you wide-eyed, just like, "You were sent by the Greek gods? You're a guardian angel? I'm so sorry about running away. Can you please let me go?"
I stop doing hold person.
Okay. She calms down a little bit, and she seems like she's willing to listen to whatever you have to say now, thinking that you are pretty much a demigod.
Look,
Hang on.
people can't know of me being this. The gods want me to send me here to look on how you guys been doing, but they don't want people to know of the power they gave me. I tell people that I got it from another worldly being, but it's not a god. That was what I was instructed to do. And
roll performance right quick. See how well this goes through. And she's gonna roll deception
Oh,
against
God.
you.
Is it in the bedroom?
19.
Okay, she believes you wholeheartedly. And she's just like, "That's amazing. You probably shouldn't be showing people your purple hand, but, it is absolutely amazing that it's like, I'm so glad that you're a guardian of our town now. What would you like?" It's like, the church offers, helps you out with open arms, no matter what it is that you want.
Information about how it's been going. A
Oh,
lot
hang on.
seems to happen 50 years ago.
well, what kind of information are you
Don't
trying
you
to
think
get?
we need a geological standpoint first? I would assume
Yes,
Greece.
Hmm?
But
I asked about I'm gonna ask about the surrounding area.
Okay. Well, we are about 50 miles from Athens, which is the closest town to us. If you got on horseback, you would be there in a day's travel, a day and a half, depending on how everything goes and what weather conditions are like. But that's the closest town around us. There's a sea, it's just a little small area.
Now, for anything, how's the town been doing? Last time I was here, I was in ruins.
We have completely rebuilt our town. It is just it's sprawling, we're growing. People come by just to see the ruins of the old house where the demon child once lay. It is quite good. We have people coming in all the time just for a commute, and then some people even stay around because they like the little diner that we have down the town, and our church is very inviting and open and friendly to people. So the town's been really good since your absence.
That's good to hear.
Yes.
What else get out of her?
Can you
Oh.
repeat that?
So, by what I've seen, my friend I point to is Kasic. He's been known as a fairy tale.
Yes. Well, I mean, in this land, there are just humans and gods that disguise themselves as humans. It's not very common for just a dwarf or anything to be walking around. Not even the gods alter themselves for more than just a human. Hello?
Now,
Okay.
another thing. I'm not familiar with the other gods. I've only been ever into one, and that's one I've known.
Well,
Mind telling me about the others?
Well, it's a long story. There's a lot of them. You have the three main gods that we worship. Well, worship's a strong word. There's Zeus and Poseidon. Zeus is the caretaker to all the skies and the power of electricity and stuff like that. And Poseidon, he takes care of the land and the sea. And then there's a third one that nobody really worships, but his name is Hades, and he resides in the underworld. He's a very scary god, and he interacts with the humans more than the others do from what we've seen, especially with that demon. And then there's a bunch of gods under them, but that's a long story, and it would take many lessons to be able to go through all of them.
Okay. Is there any other any place me and my friend could take shelter from for a night?
Yes, we have some spare room here in the church that if you want to stay, you could.
Be needing those.
Okay.
Ow.
And she takes you off to a little spare room where travelers can stay whenever they're, like, doing stuff for the church or something, and she gives you rooms, she shows where the bathrooms are, she shows you where everything is. So, yeah. What would you like to do now?
Okay.
Hey, Zach.
What?
I think we should stay here a day or two just to see how the place is, so for next time we need to come here.
I mean, but who knows? More years might go by in a day, and one day in our world.
Yeah, but it'd still be good to know some old information for this place.
I don't blame you. The
And
more
maybe
info, the
earn
better.
Maybe earn some currency for this place. Because our gold is not gonna suffice here.
Yeah, we may need to possibly find some type of job.
And I hate to admit it, I'm not gonna be able to use much magic here.
Well then, I guess take up a bow or something. Wouldn't hurt you.
Guess it wouldn't.
Okay.
Anyways, let's go explore the town a little bit more.
Okay, so
Alright, I'll follow.
you explore.
Go out into the town.
You go out in the town, and you can see the diner that you were in. There's a hospital that they took Theseus to. There's a couple more diners and stuff. There's an inn. There's shops. You can just look around, do whatever you want. There's a statue of Theseus, and then a statue of the demon next to it being slain.
Is there any like ancient Greek, Athens, or Roman tapestries or temples around?
No, this is just a small little village, so there's nothing big like that. You would have to go to actual Athens to be able to do that. The church is the only thing that's similar to it. But,
Any
yeah.
potential
Wait,
mines or anything?
There is a mountain.
Like any.
Yeah. Well, there's there's the hill that the house of the demon lives on. There's like a little cave that you go in and try to explore a little bit there, but that's about it. But you don't even have pickaxe.
Oh, that
or
reminds
anything.
me. I want to go back to that house.
Okay.
I follow.
The house is.
Is someone occupied it yet, or no?
No, this is a sacred monument. They wouldn't let anybody stay there. It's honestly more like a tourist trap now because they take tours there every now and then. Would you like to go on a tour, or would you just like to go in there and investigate yourself?
I just walk in.
Okay. It is quite a walk though, so it takes you about 2 hours to be able to walk there, unless you want to summon a mount or something. Because you have.
I don't have that ability in this one.
I thought you did. Okay, I got that confused.
No, that's the
No.
other one we're
Okay,
doing.
I thought you could summon a
That was the
familiar.
D&D
Okay.
randomizer.
Okay, for some reason I thought you had the ability to summon a familiar. Never mind. But yeah, it takes you about an hour and a half
I do
to
have
be
the
able to get there.
ability to summon a familiar, but it's just like a bird, toad.
Okay, that's what I was
something
thinking
small.
of. For some reason I was thinking it was an animal. But yeah, you go. It takes you about an hour and a half to get there. The sun's starting to set a little bit. It's getting late in the day. And as you explore, you can see that there's not really anything of interest in here. It's been just set up as a tourist attraction. The any like carnage or anything that was there last time has been cleaned up. Everything's been safeified so that people can walk in and explore it. There's like a little model of what their interpretation of the demon is, which you know is like a tentacly monster, but they see it more just straight up as like your average demon with like the goat horns and everything. But one thing
I look at that statue.
one thing I've been forgetting to do.
You know, Kazak, that is very long.
Kazak,
Yes, it is.
make a wisdom save because I've been forgetting to do this.
Yeah, I was about to say, Kazak, how's your
let's
headache?
see.
Yeah.
Getting back onto page and what my proficiency? I got 18.
You don't add your proficiency. It's just a straight wisdom check.
Okay, sorry. My brain's not working tonight, so it
It's
is
fine.
just
Mine's
17.
not either.
then.
17. Okay, that's enough. So you look at the statue, and you start feeling a little queasy, but you don't know what's going on. This is definitely gonna happen though. Make another one.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And here we go. Nat 20.
You feel fine. Don't worry about it at all. Don't worry about it.
You feel fine, don't worry about it.
Yeah. You're walking around the house a little bit. You explore the rooms. You see the kids' room. Make yourself a wisdom save. I want to try to get this to go.
Wait, make another.
Another
another
wisdom
one?
save. Another one. You're exploring the kids'
15.
room. 15. Wow, in this room, your headache's not feeling good at all. It's starting to hurt a little bit. So your character decides, I don't like it in here. Walks out to the living room and looks around. All of a sudden, you have like faint images. Like you can see, like all of a sudden in front of you, you see the mom that you
Yeah.
seen last time being beheaded and the dad being stabbed before getting.
Oh god.
Make a wisdom check with deception with disadvantage.
16.
Disadvantage.
That is disadvantage. I
Oh,
rolled
wow.
a 16 and then an 18.
Yeah, you're feeling a little
Can I roll
queasy.
perception on him to see?
Yes,
Get a sense if something's going on.
you can.
18.
You can notice that there's a very strong magic coming from him. You don't know what it is, but it's going to be really bad if it comes out. So now what would you guys
That-
like to do?
It'd probably be best if we got out of there.
Yeah. On your way out, your eye catches the statue of the demon one more time, and you can feel like a little bit of hatred. Something in the back of your mind just really hates this statue. Go ahead, make a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Alright. How many disadvantage? 1, 2,
Just
or
one.
3?
Just one.
Or 5?
Drinking's the only time I'm going to give you multiple disadvantages. Because it's just fun.
Okay. 14.
That was your lowest?
Yep. My highest was
Okay.
17.
Okay, that is actually low enough that what happens here is Kazak drops
Oh.
to the ground. And
Ah.
Chauncey, you don't see what's about to happen because this is going to be happening inside of his head. In your head, what's your favorite animal, cat or dog?
Either one. I don't care. I like them both.
Okay.
Okay, the cat unplugs a fan.
The cat unplugs your
I
fan.
hate my cats now.
Okay, so it is. You see, you are standing in the old mine that you used to be a miner in. You come out of the cave, and you get this sense of just ever looming, just dread. And standing in front of you is just this adorable black puppy. It's just looking up at you, just wagging its little tail. What would you like to do?
I would leave it.
You leave the puppy?
If anything, yes.
Okay. You completely ignore this puppy, thinking that it's just a normal dog. But then, seeing the fact that you're going to ignore it, it grows into a monstrous beast and swallows you whole. Back in the real world. Chansey, you see Kasic go from being a dwarf. His eyes start to get very glossy and turn black. His mouth elongates. He stands a little bit taller. His teeth start to spike. His fingers turn to claws. And then you see the same black veins uncovered on his face and his arms, being possessed by the same demon you fought before. Go ahead, roll initiative against each other.
Hold on, before we start.
Oh, great. So I'm fighting Ricky.
I want to talk to the demon.
You can try. Roll. What would you roll for this? Hold on. I need to look and see what would be best to do this with. Roll. I'm just gonna call it a persuasion because I don't see anything that would work better.
Okay, persuasion?
Roll persuasion.
18.
The demon form of Kasic kind of turns to you, looks at you, looks like it's thinking it over a little bit, and then shoots a tendril directly in your direction with advantage. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
It barely misses
What?
you. 14 hit you?
Oh, that's exactly on my army. I thought you said 4.
Oh, no, 14. You see a
Yeah, that hits
purpley
me.
dark tendril just charge straight for you. You try to dodge out of the way, but it just barely skins your arm,
Wait,
doing a massive amount of 3 damage.
can I get an athletics check for that?
No, because it hit your armor class. Actually, yeah, go for it. Try to see what you can do. I'll give you it to try to
19.
dodge. Okay. Yeah, you are able to dodge out of the way just in time. It, like, rips your shirt a little bit, but it doesn't do any damage to you. You're good. But go ahead, roll.
I get one question before I start. Is there any way to kill it without killing Gage?
Yes. There is, if you kill it really carefully.
Oh, thank God. I just hope I don't roll great.
Yeah, and see, well, it's gonna be a challenge. It's also gonna be Gage fighting against the demon fighting you. So there's always gonna be a chance that Gage is gonna be able to break through this demon. So the two of you roll initiative. See who goes first.
Okay. 15.
15. Okay.
16.
16.
Okay.
Okay, Chansey, you
Cool.
have a chance. You get the first attack. What would you like to do?
Old person.
Hold person. Okay.
Thank God. Thank God.
Let's see if it holds him for his turn. What's your spell save DC?
My spell safety?
Sparks to be able to break
I mean-
out of it.
Okay.
Hello,
Like I said, Ricky?
Chansey.
15.
15. 15 to
15.
break.
The-
Okay.
Yeah.
And he gets advantage on this because his demon form does insane stuff, and he is able to break out of this. And Gage, make yourself a Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Constitution save.
Okay, lucky dice, don't fail me now. Why is my life so terrible? It's a 9.
You just let the demon do what it do its thing. It takes its claws and it attacks Ricky for 11 damage.
Hit my armor class.
No, it does not hit you. It swipes at you and narrowly misses. I forgot how D&D
Okay,
works.
I got one question.
Hmm.
Can someone be controlled by multiple beings at a time?
You Well, I mean, if you're wanting to use like control person, you could try it, but like multiple demons couldn't be possessing somebody, I don't think. But you could try to take hold of the demon. Why?
No, because if someone can't be controlled by two things at a time, I was at a crown of madness gauge.
You can
Crown of
try it.
Madness.
You can try it if you want to.
Okay.
Well, do you want to
gauge? Make it wisdom saving throw.
Do you want to make it at the demon, or
Wait,
do you want to
what?
make it at gauge?
I am so
But if
confused.
if I do it to the demon, is there a chance of him leaving Gage's body?
No, but if you do it towards the demon, there's a chance of it just straight doing damage to Gage himself.
Why would I want to do damage against Gage?
I don't know. I wasn't sure what you wanted to
I
do.
want to
This
break.
whole person.
I want to break the because he's possessing him, but that's one person controlling.
Yes.
If there's multiple people controlling, would that break the first person's control of it?
No, because he's being possessed by a demon, and the demon is inside of him himself. If it was like somebody was using control person, or yeah, command person on him, then it would be able to break it, but not this way. What do you want to do?
Like things are meant to damage, and I don't want to kill Gage.
Mm-hmm. You can just try to play the survival game if you have enough spell slots.
I will pull out the wand of Fire Shield and cast it on myself.
Okay. You have the stats for what Fire Shield does, right?
Yes, I have the
Okay.
the D&D book right now.
Just making sure that you had that. Okay, so that's gonna be your turn. Do you have any? You want to use anything as a bonus action or not? Hello.
No,
Ricky?
I want to prepare myself. I want as an action bonus action. I want to prepare myself for an attack.
Okay, and give yourself advantage for the next roll. Do you do that with the fire shield, or just do that instead?
Isn't prepare for attack a bonus action or no?
Okay, it is. Because I've never actually dealt with that. I just want to make sure. Okay, so that's what you do. You prepare yourself for an attack. Gage, make a Constitution saving throw.
Here we go! That's actually a 16. That's a good number.
Yeah. Okay. You start to battle this demon inside of yourself, giving it, taking away its advantage for this hit. I dropped my die. Good thing I have another die, so I don't have to go chase it. What did that roll? I don't know what that rolled. 7 does not hit you, so he swipes at you, wildly misses because you were prepared for the next attack. Go ahead, do whatever you want to do.
Alright, well. So then I will have to roll again to see if I hit, right?
No, the demon's inside of you, but your Constitution is making it weaker because of the fact you're trying to take over your control of yourself again. But Ricky has to go ahead and make his next turn.
Alright. Can't quite do a bonus action, can I?
Nope, you are having a battle of the mind right now, trying to fight off this demon.
I was
gonna
familiar.
I was gonna try to say like, okay, I want to do a bonus action and try to grab another one of the mystery bottles of wine and try to drink it.
No, well, you don't have control over your body right now. You are solely in your mind trying to.
That's why I
take
said
control.
try.
Yeah, but no.
I cast Find Familiar
Find familiar.
and my crow summon.
What is your
It
crow
will
do?
just summon my crow.
That's your whole turn.
I use my bonus. I use
Okay.
my bonus action. But yeah, that's my turn. For a bonus action, I wanted to prepare for getting attacked again.
Okay. Gage, make a Constitution save.
Constitution save, and it is 13.
You have lost control of fighting this demon, so normally he would have advantage on this, but since you prepare for the attack, I'm not going to give him advantage. 11 does not hit you, so he again strikes out at you, shooting a massive tendril in your direction, and you're able to just nope and sidestep out of the way. What do you want to do now?
I need to find the crow.
Hmm?
Not a crow. It's. I'm gonna use an action that my action is I can choose instead of taking it to let my familiar attack.
Okay. What do you want your crow to do? Hello?
Ricky?
Does a 15 hit?
A 15 does not hit.
Yeah. Well, that's one above my armor.
Yeah, but not the demon's armor. This demon is very good at defending himself, and the crow goes and like swats it away, so it's not able to attack.
Okay, so it's my turn again.
Yep, Constitution save.
Constitution save, here we go! 17.
You are able. Okay, so what happens here is, for just a moment, then Kasic's eyes start to regain a little bit of color, going from the black just to black pupils, and for this turn, he looks very hesitant in fighting you. And you can see that he's physically trying to fight off this demon, and oh wow. The demon is unsuccessful in being able to fight it off, and you see the demon just kind of like recoil back into Kasic, and he's rolling really low all of a sudden. Travel back into Kasic's mind. You are now on the floor, and you, Chansey, you can see there's like a demonic energy just like writhing around in him. The black veins are still on his face. Kasic, in your mind, you can see your...
I want to instantly get in contact with my Patreon, my pack holder.
Give me 1 minute before you do that, because we're going to go into Kasic's mind here again. Kasic, you see yourself standing off against this puppy again. It seems like it is a little apologetic in what it did to you, and it looks like it's trying to get a little bit of remorse. How would you like to handle this demon?
Okay, this time I walk up and pet it.
Okay, you walk up and pet it, and you can hear this voice in the back of your head just go, "If you keep me, I can give you power. You just have to accept it."
Power seems cool, but I like booze.
Do you accept my offer?
If I do accept your offer, I'm in control. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Just kind of looks at you, just like, you'd have to be able to overcome stuff. And it kind of gives you that look of maybe you'll be in control, maybe you won't. But you can't be 100% sure that you're going to have full control. What do you want to do?
You want to go out during battles, you could have control during battle. The rest of the time, it's my body, my rules.
So you're going to keep this demon with you?
Yes.
Okay, you embrace the dog, and you come back to the real world. There's a little bit of like veins still on your face. It's starting to settle in, but you feel a lot better now. But there is this like pain and cold behind you. What?
So he accepted a pact, right?
Kind of. It's not exactly a pact, but now there is a demon that can help him out in battles if he summons it. It's kind of like a pact, but not really.
It's basically, Ricky, it's basically like a summon like Bahamut from Final Fantasy. So,
kind of.
Final Fantasy, for example.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if it's a pact, that he would have a blend a mic of the pact holder he made.
No. Because this pact can be broken if the demon is killed really quickly. Or if the demon or him decide that they want to go their separate ways, there is a chance that he could just get rid of it. He's not bounded to any sort of contract or anything.
Okay, then I don't need to contact my holder then.
Okay, so you're not going to contact your, whatever.
No, the only point I was going to contact my Patreon, I was going to go ask him to enter his mind to help him fight the demon inside.
Yeah. Okay. And that is what you do. You now have this demon companion? Question mark? You'll see what happens if you want to. But he has at least given you control where he's not going to try to take over your body at every given moment from now on. You can at least have
Alright,
somewhat control of it.
I'm
So,
fine with that.
yeah. Now what do you want to do?
Johnny's looking at Kasic very woodenly.
Just look at him.
Don't worry, it's
Kasic.
fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll be fine.
Explain.
Oh, don't worry. I just have myself a little companion. If you know what I mean.
Made a deal with a demon. Honestly, I didn't
Yeah,
think.
so-
I didn't think you had it in you to make a deal. Whatever that deal may be.
It's not that big.
You say that, and then
I
you
must
see
warn
like
you,
the
my
little
friend.
puppy in the back of your mind, just like give you a look of it's a big deal. Don't be modest.
I must warn you, my friend. Don't get too comfortable. Demons are no joking matter to deal with.
Well, I know you have my back if it comes to that.
Okay. Do you go back to the church, or what do
We
you
better
guys want?
head back. Yeah, we better head back to town.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, you go back.
Okay,
to
I
town.
kind of this.
Hmm?
I liked how you did this. I was expecting a lot worse to happen.
Honestly, yeah, especially when I lost most of my luck.
Yeah, I wasn't sure how that was
Especially
gonna go with it.
how much you've been building this up.
Yeah.
Don't worry
Well,
about
I mean,
it. It's
he
fine.
just wasn't able to hit it. Yeah. Well, I mean, it may have an impact later.
Yeah, I
on,
wasn't
so-
able to hit it for the longest time, and then
Yeah.
I finally hit the nail right on the head.
Yep.
You know, don't worry about it. It's fine.
Disappointed.
Yeah, it's just fine. It's just a flesh wound.
It's fine. There's not just a demon companion. For all you know, it may be a friend, it may be a foe. You just have to see what goes on later on in the campaign, and you're just slightly haunted by a
Okay.
demon. But yeah, you continue
Alright.
on back to the church. Is there anything you want to do before you just call it in for the night?
See if there's a blacksmith.
There's blacksmith. It's just a normal blacksmith. It's like you look at his weapons. They're decent weapons, but they're nothing to write home about.
While he goes to blacksmith, I want to go to the hospital check on the guy.
Okay. Odds or evens?
Vince.
Evens. Okay. We are going to go to the hospital first, and then we'll go to the blacksmith. So you go to the hospital, and it's just like a one-room little hospital, and you can see there's a couple patients on the bed, not too many. There's not enough people to be injured around a lot. But you can see that Theseus is in the back corner, and there are some of the church folk gathered around him trying to like talk to him and see where he's been for the last 50 years, what's going on, how's he been, stuff like that.
I'll approach.
Okay. And he just kind of looks at you. That there's the
How are
man.
you doing?
It's like, I'm doing okay now. I have a really bad headache still, and I'm still trying to
Yeah, well-
remember what happened exactly for the past 50 years, but it's okay. It's like, that man can
It's-
explain everything that happened, though. He was with me. He was the one who was with me for the past 50 years.
He's been fine. And sorry about the headache. I should have given you more of a warning.
Yeah, you really should have. And then, like, one of the church members is just like, I want to know everything that happened in the past 50 years. This stuff is really exciting. Just tell me everything that happened this past 50 years. Can you tell me about all the crazy adventures you two have gone on?
I wouldn't say they're crazy adventures. He's merely was just seeing another world, a world that's accessible by a mere human.
The world of the gods? Were you up there with Zeus and all of them? Or did you go to Atlantis? Where did you go?
Unfortunately, he didn't get to see the big guy's place. We merely took him to a gain his energy.
Can you repeat that? You cut out there.
Yeah,
I
you
said-
did. You could have.
It's my internet.
It's fine.
That's fine.
I said, we didn't take him to those places. We took him to a place where he can recuperate and gain his strength back.
Okay. And they all just kind of look, and it's like, the power that he used took 50 years for him to recuperate? And he doesn't even look like he's aged a day. How did you do that?
A matter of years here. It's been 50 years. We didn't know that it would take this long, but it was just 5 minutes for us.
It's about a day that you were there, actually.
About a day for us.
Yeah. He's like, oh. It's like, can I go to this land? It's like, can any of us? It's like, what do we have to do to get to this wonderful land?
Unfortunately, we can't take you to this land. It's more of for people who need it back up on their feet. Risk their lives to fight a demon. I'll give point to him. He helped immensely with the problem.
Yeah. And they just kind of look, it's like, that's so cool. It's like, I want to know more. It's like, how much more can you tell us?
I can tell you more later, but if you wouldn't mind, I would like to talk to him alone for a minute.
They all look and they're like, okay. They walk out of the hospital. And Theseus is just kind of like, what do you want to talk to me about?
So, don't tell much about the place I mentioned. Me and my friend don't really want to get it out to where go there.
You don't have to worry about that. I've forgotten most of what's happened. Whenever we went through that box, I must have hit my head or something, and now I don't remember much of what happened.
I can give you a small simile. My friend, you drank for a night. That's it.
Oh, okay. Was it good?
You had a good competition with my friend there, but my friend, he knows alcohol. He lives for that shit.
Oh, I bet his god is Dionysus, isn't it? And just kind of like gives a nervous laugh. He's like very uncomfortable about what's going on.
But enough of dimension. We got you back home.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Get back to your town. Apparently, it's been 50 years.
Yeah. I have a lot of catching up to do. I gotta make sure that this church is running properly, but I need a night of rest first, at least.
Okay, rest up. I will be in contact with you as long as I can be.
Okay. And you just walk out?
And I'll just leave him.
Okay. And he just kind of looks there, just a little still a little stargaze, just like kind of uncomfortable with what's all going on. Then we go over to the blacksmith with Kasic, and you walk in, and the blacksmith's just hammering away on a sword. Just ching, ching, sees you come in. Oh, hey, customer, how's it going?
Oh, pretty good.
Well, that's
Just
good.
came to see if
What can I do you for?
your metals. Oh, came to see how well your metal tests up to mine.
Okay.
I show it my great axe.
Now that's a fine piece of metallurgy right there. Where'd you get this axe?
Well, it's a long story,
Okay.
but I go ahead and explain to him a little bit about how I got the axe,
Okay.
and how it came to be.
Yeah. Ah, so it's very sentimental to you.
Actually,
Yep.
Yes, it is.
That's good. Well, what can I do you for? It's like you seem to already have a weapon and some arms. It's like I don't think I got much to offer you, but what do you want?
Let's see. I'm actually thinking, what kind of, long, like, more like whips or, maybe a mace?
And he looks through his a set of stuff to see if he has anything like that. Do I have anything on maces, I wonder? He looks through all of his weapons and he's like, yes, I have this one mace here, and he pulls out a piece of metal with a spike ball on the end of it. It's decently made, but it's not as good as something that like Little Hammer could make. But he does have.
It's no dwarven forged
No.
weapon.
Hang on.
It's definitely not Dwarven Forge. This is just some guy who just wanted to set up shop as a blacksmith.
Hang on. I do have.
You have.
Don't I have? Don't I also know my way around a forge since I'm a dwarf?
Yep, you
Or
do.
no?
Yeah, you chose blacksmith tools as a proficiency of yours, so you know by looking at it,
Alright.
this amateur hour, this mace is not worth your gold. It's just nothing special about it.
Can I roll persuasion to see if I could use his forge and some metal to show him what a what real weapons are made out of?
You can roll at disadvantage because blacksmiths don't really tend to give out their forge to many people. You can roll persuasion against him.
Against his what?
Deception? Would that be deception? Yeah. Well, no, it's not deception. He's just gonna
I'll
roll
be back.
against. Okay, he's just gonna straight roll against you.
All right. Now let's see. Lowest number 17.
Oh wow. Of course, you get high rolls now that we're back into just something else. He kind of looks at you. He's like, I don't know, little guy. Are you sure you can handle the heat of my forge? My forge burns with a fiery passion.
And my love for weapon making burns even brighter.
Okay then. He hands you an apron and a little hammer. Go for it. Let's see what you can do. I got a little iron ingot right there for you to mess around with.
So I take the iron, try to fashion a dagger.
Okay.
Start off with.
Roll. Let's call. That's not it. We'll call this.
Weapon crafting.
Yeah, but I'm trying to see if there's like anything that would be good in the skill set. I'm gonna have you roll a survival check to see. No, because that's wisdom. Because this would be more strength check. So instead, we'll make it. There's nothing really here. Yeah, we'll just use survival as it.
Okay. And I got 16.
16. You make a pretty good dagger. I mean, it's just one regular 1d4 piercing dagger. You could throw it if you wanted to, or use it as a normal weapon. Yeah.
Is it better than at least what his daggers are?
Oh, miles better. It's absolutely beautiful. You forge just a beautiful looking dagger, and he's just, oh wow, you really know your way around the forge. Where'd you learn to do that?
Oh, been doing it for years actually.
Really? I wouldn't expect that looking at you, little man. But hey, you mind teaching me how you do that stuff?
So, I decided to teach him how to actually do it. So next time we do decide to come back, we actually have weapons that we know that aren't just dirt crap.
Yeah. They're still not going to be as good as Little Hammers because he uses steel, whereas this guy only uses iron. So they're not going to be as durable. But they're going to be a lot better next time you come in.
And I'd also like to talk to him about the durability of one of his swords. So I go up and take one of his swords off the wall, and I'm gonna You know, you've watched all Sword Art Online, right?
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
remember when Kirito was getting his new sword?
Yep, and
His
just
second one?
chops it in half
Yeah.
with his sword.
Basically like that. So I take his sword and I say, well, we're gonna test the durability of your weapons. So I have my axe blade pointing upward and in one hand, and then I have one of his swords in the other, and I decide to smash it against my blade of my axe.
Roll a strength check.
Not 20.
You destroy this sword with just elegance. There's like a shower of iron around you, and it just is absolutely stunning to look at. And you're just sitting there with your axe there, just like, you see what the difference is here between a quality made axe and your iron.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
there is no other.
He looks at your axe for a second. He's like, what kind of iron is this made out of? I've never seen anything quite like it.
Well, it's basically reinforced with steel, but
What's steel?
you might want to try a little bit of steel.
What is this steel? I've never heard of this. Is it some sort of metal?
Oh god, hang on. I'm trying to remember how much percent of iron basically goes and with
I
think it's
steel is pretty much just a combination of iron and carbon, I believe, with something else in it. I can't think of what it is right now.
see,
While I'm blinking.
depending on how much carbon you put in there.
Yeah.
Because I know there's a whole nother type of metal you put in there with steel and iron and carbon to make steel.
I should know
Steel is
this.
iron alloyed with a carbon usually less than 1%.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so iron and carbon. I'm like,
That's
there,
what
it sounds. I feel like there's something else in it. It's like, I should know this. I'm a welder. I should know this stuff. But yeah.
I thought. All right, so I go ahead and try to explain the elements on how to make steel.
You
Do
inspire.
I need to roll wisdom?
Roll. Roll. Let's see. I'm gonna make it a performance because you're trying to teach him something. See
15.
You teach this man how to make steel and set this village hundreds, if not thousands, almost 1,000 years ahead of the time that they're currently living in. Because they're still in the Iron Age, and you just upped him straight to steel.
Oh, great! Now we can get the cars and skyscrapers.
Well, we're not there yet because they still don't know how electricity works, but yeah.
But we don't know how electricity works either, other than the magic.
Nope.
But
now this place that has gone by iron and stone has a blacksmith
Now
that knows what steel
steel.
is. So they are going to become a powerful, very powerful village compared to everything else. Good job.
I also want to ask him what does he use to fuel his forge?
Oh, I just used coal from the local cave over there. What do you use, little guy?
Well, it's this thing you get from whales called oil,
Whales. You
and it
kill
burns
whales
so easily.
How does one kill a whale? Those are big.
Oh, it's not that hard, especially with that axe over there.
You're telling me you jump in the ocean and you slay a whale with an axe?
I wait till one comes closer to surface, of course.
You fight it in the ocean. Roll persuasion on this guy, because he is very deceptive against this. Oh, wow.
Nat 20.
You need to teach me how you can fight in the water. Because I've never seen somebody that's able to fight that well. You are a godsend, man. Are you a god?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
demigod.
just,
Yeah.
I'm just your ordinary guy.
Okay, ordinary
Like
little
snails.
guy. You don't look very ordinary, and you're teaching me a lot of stuff, but thank you, and I'm gonna go learn how to fight in the water.
Well, let me tell you, it's all in the glutes.
Is that a frickin' Poseidon, not Poseidon. I forgot how to pronounce Poseidon. What?
Poseidon?
Poseidon?
Yeah, Poseidon.
Poseidon?
Poseidon.
Poseidon?
Is that a Poseidon thing? Poseidon. That doesn't sound right either. Oh well.
Poseidon?
Yeah, Poseidon.
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 Posidian or Ion?
Close enough. But
Is Poseidon the knockoff of Poseidon?
it is the D&D
No,
version.
Ricky. That's the nerdy version of. That's the nerdy god who deals with math and all that.
Yeah.
Poseidon.
Yeah.
Deals with percentages.
Okay.
Poseidon, the god of percentages.
Yes.
That's my favorite demigod. Okay, so
Okay.
you leave the blacksmith. Is there
Okay.
anything else you guys want to do before calling it the night?
Wait, how old is the librarian?
She looks to be about 30.
Actually, Isaiah, there's one
Okay.
more thing I wanted to do before leaving the blacksmith too.
Okay.
I was wanting to try to persuade him how to make bronze.
Well, why would he learn bronze if
Oh,
he already knows
God.
steel?
Why do you want to put him in blonde?
It's like he's already moved on to steel.
Oh wait, yeah,
Oh, wait.
the bronze age would have passed.
Yeah, the Bronze Age would have been after Iron.
Yep, it would have gone iron, bronze, steel, but Kasic's just like, skip bronze, it's crap, go to steel. You have forever
Yeah.
changed the economy.
Much better.
They will never know how bronze works.
But,
I'm gonna go talk to the librarian again.
Okay. You go talk to the
Hang on.
librarian. What?
I need to look up the components for Adam. See if
Adamantite's
Oh
a
God.
Adamantite's a mineral in itself, and it's not available in this universe.
yeah, I kind of figured. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but there's no way that he would be able to craft adamantite. It's not a craftable, it's a
Yeah.
mineral itself. But what would you like to talk to the librarian about?
I want to ask her name because I didn't get it last time.
She was just like, oh, my name's Shirley. Her name's Shirley.
I'm Chauncey.
Nice to meet you, Chauncey. It's like, I forgot to ask, which god gave you your powers? Which god is your parent?
That question I actually don't know. I was abandoned.
Oh.
All I know is I had these powers.
Well, hopefully your godly parent will soon make an appearance to you to tell you who you came from. Best of luck to you.
Look, me don't really agree.
Well, hopefully hopefully whatever it is that agrees with you turns out better someday.
Maybe.
Oh, forget what I was gonna do with the blacksmith.
Hmm?
Forget what I was gonna do with the blacksmith.
Okay.
I can't find it.
Actually, I got Shirley, do you know anybody needs work on here? Me and my friend don't have money, and I don't like using my powers to gain money.
Well, if you in need of money, you could always go and see if one of the local eateries is looking for waiters or cooks or anything.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Okay.
Have a good night. I will walk away.
You do the same. And is that everything you want to do for the day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I decided to head back to the church.
Okay. You both get a long rest. And hold on, let's see what happens. While you're taking a long rest, do I want to do this now? I guess technically it's not real. Yeah, actually, let's do
You
this.
still there?
I'm thinking to myself what I want to do. Let's do this for fun. Go ahead, make yourself a wisdom save, Kasic.
Oh, great.
19
19.
plus.
Okay, that's enough.
Plus nothing. Sorry.
That's enough. Whenever you fall asleep, you find yourself in the dream that you were in the night before when you were in your world. And this time you are standing outside of the castle. The king in all of his glory stands there with just like kind of a very powerful fire energy around him, enough to take his hair that is as long as him. And normally whenever you have hair that long, it would like be dragging on the ground. But the fire energy that runs through him is enough to have it in like a constant flow behind him, and it looks really metal. And like the red streak, it looks like it's what's holding everything up. And in his left hand, you see now you're a little bit wiser in this one. You know a little bit more about magic, and you are able to identify what these rods are. These rods are about 2 feet long each, which is very long for a rod. They're made of some sort of metal. You can't quite tell what they're made out of, but they are absolutely gorgeous. And on top of each of the rod sits a red gemstone. It's slightly smaller than the ones that you use for keys, but it is still pretty big for a stone that goes on top of a rod. And in his left hand, the rod produces a fire shield. And it looks way more powerful than any fire shield that you've ever seen in your past. And then the one in his right crackles with a red energy that you can tell they're both fire-based. And standing in front of him is the 50-foot golem that the drow made last time. And he just kind of looks, takes the rod in his right hand, points it at the golem, and just shoots a powerful blue vortex of fire directly at this golem, surrounding this 50-foot tall adamantite golem. And at first it looks like nothing's really happening. The golem seems to be taking it pretty good, but then is very quickly toppled straight down to the ground with burn marks on it. The king takes his rod, puts both of them in his left hand, points directly to the golem, and you see a bright yellow light surround the golem, and then just kind of focus in on one point. The golem stands up, throws a massive punch directly at the king, who just simply puts his shield out in front of him. The golem makes contact, and the force of this shield is so powerful that it blows the golem's arm straight off. The king just gives a little smile, snaps, and the entire golem explodes. And it's just fire everywhere. It's raining adamantite down. The king just bends over, picks it up, sees that it's not disappearing, tries to dispel it, but this adamantite, even though it was magically created, is not able to be dispelled. And he just kind of looks at the drow, gives a smile, and the dream ends.
Okay.
And now it is the day. The new day. What would you like to do on this day while we have a little bit of time left?
I'd like to go check on the blacksmith and see how he's doing with the new techniques I taught him yesterday.
Yeah.
The other day.
You go down to the blacksmith, and he's starting to set up shop. He hasn't really messed around much with the steel yet because it was fairly late whenever you got to him last time. But
all right.
He's like setting up a way to be able to infuse carbon into steel. It's a very barbaric way of doing it, so it's not going to work as well as the steel that you use. But it's gonna make a very basic form of steel. It's not gonna be quite as good though. It's gonna take him a year or two to figure out the formula.
Well, it's better than nothing.
Yep. And is there anything else you want to do there, or you just want to check up on him?
I just wanted to check up. I'm done.
Okay.
Let's see the librarian again.
Okay. What do you want to do with the librarian?
Okay, I just got this stupid thing popped in my head I want to try.
Okay.
It might end up funny, it might not.
Okay.
Oh, great. No.
I want to try to seduce it.
Oh, God, no!
Like I
Oh,
said, it
no.
might end up funny, it might not.
Okay. What do you want to do? Okay. How do you want this interaction to go?
I just want to try to seduce it, because why not?
How? How do you
All I'm
seduce?
thinking right now is the Undertale date start thing while you're having that date with the virus.
Yep. Date start.
Dude. Dear
Why
God.
not? Let's go
There's
with
just
that.
an egg in the corner. Okay, so what do you do? Do you have any gifts for her, or do you just want to try to use your beautiful, elegant words?
I'll bring her a flower.
You bring her a flower, which gives... I'm going to say it just gives you a +1 to any rolls that you're going to try to do.
Okay.
You're just like, oh, what's this for, Chansey? Hello.
Okay. I don't want to be in the room right now.
How do you think I
Hey, we
feel being
need
the DM that has to voice this?
Okay. You don't have to allow it. I just want to see if you
But it's
would,
fun.
'cause
It's fun.
And we haven't had anything majorly funny happen this stream.
No, well, you're in a normal world where nothing happens, so it's like, what do you do?
So I have to collect something that happens.
Yeah. Okay, so what do? You gave her flowers, and she's just like, what's this for?
You.
That for me?
Because we haven't really saw a nice person.
Roll performance.
In
19.
bed.
19.
Oh, God.
She begins to blush a little. And she's just like, oh, thank you. Well, I mean, it was quite a shock when you got here, but it seems that you're a fairly nice person yourself.
It's a matter of perspective.
Hang on, quick question.
So
Isaiah, is she like an actual librarian or a sister of the cloth?
She's just like a librarian. I mean, like, this isn't
Okay,
like...
because I was about to say something really, really, really stupid.
Yeah.
say it anyways. We need.
Yeah, say it.
We need stupid right now.
Yeah.
Okay, can I make an athletics roll to burst through the door?
Sure.
I roll a
7. So,
Yes.
like, there's, like, this,
I
like,
go-
somewhat heartwarming conversation going on between Chansey and Shirley, and then you just hear a thump. You just run straight into the door. There's a little pause, and then thump. And then Shirley just yells, "It's pull, not push."
I have to deal with this every day.
I
He seems
decided
like a
to try the
handful.
same thing again. Can I roll for another athletics?
Yes.
That one's an 18.
You break the doors down, and Shirley just gives like a, and now we have to fix the doors. Is he always like this?
He's usually was, honestly.
Oh.
Otherwise, it'd take this long for him to do something stupid.
So are you gonna help me fix the door later, or am I gonna be on my own?
I'll fully help you.
Thank you.
No, I got it. I'm the one who broke it down.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Hmm? Aw.
I stand there looking at both Ricky and Shirley. I'm like, what is going on? Okay, keep in mind, this is the guy. Okay. No concept of love whatsoever.
Yeah. Well, your friend here just gave me flowers. That's what's going on.
I scuttle up over her shoulder. Like, why? Are you sick? Are you in pain?
Hey, Zach. Okay, Zach, do you have any idea of pointing at all? Wait, I answered my own question. Of course you don't.
She looks very uncomfortable in this situation right now. She's just like, what exactly is going on? This is very strange.
Can I roll another athletics check to see if I can grab Ricky and jump? Oh, run back through the door.
I want to hold person gauge.
Oh, you hold person gauge? Okay.
Gauge wisdom saving throw. Have to beat a 15.
17.
God damn it.
I like to imagine he's just too stupid to be held.
No, it's like, okay, I can see Ricky trying to hold person me, but I'm running too fast for him to grab me.
Nice.
Yeah, dodge him, his grab it all.
Roll Kasic, roll acrobatics, or not athletics, against Chauncey's acrobatics.
At 20.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Wow, I was at 5, so yeah.
Yeah, Kasic just like full on charges to grab you, and you just nonchalantly sidestep it. Kasic runs into a bookshelf.
I go running. I was about to say, I don't just run into a bookshelf. I go through it.
You go through a bookshelf, and Shirley is not having it right now. She's just like, and now the bookshelf too.
I will fix everything. I'll fix everything.
Thank you. It is much appreciated.
I'm clearly knocked out over there against the wall.
You are completely just unconscious
It's
against.
best for him to be out.
Yeah.
Oh God.
You guys kind of exchange a look right quick where there's like something blossoming, but it's gonna take a little bit more just considering how weird and crazy y'all are.
Okay. I expected this to go this way. I'm just glad I initiated it because this was worth it.
It was. Okay, we have just like a minute or two left with this. So what is the last thing you guys want to do for this stream?
I want to help with fix the damage gauges caused.
Okay. Do you have any conversation
No,
or anything, or
Ricky,
just
you
help
should
out?
be working on getting my butt up for me to fix my own damages.
That is true.
No, you're staying knocked out.
Okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that works. I had to try to make the last moments funny somehow.
Yeah.
Hey, this whole thing, with last moments, we did our best. I think it ended up funny.
Yeah, it's decently funny. But
I can't wait till next Wednesday.
Yeah. Okay, so that you guys fix the bookshelves and the door and everything, and that's where we're going to end this episode. Thank you all for tuning into this episode of Critically Stupid, and I hope you all had as much fun as we did. Tune in again on Wednesday at 6 p.m. so that we can continue the adventures. Any announcements?
Also, you can see our stupidity.
Yeah, well, see our stupidity. Any announcements before we go?
Nope. Just hope you guys had nice time listening to us
Yep.
babble.
No, not for me.
Sweet. And see y'all on Wednesday for the next episode. Goodbye.
See ya.
And stay stupid.
Yeah, always.